All right, guys, welcome back to the WeMaxit Football channel. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and also subscribe. And for the avid fans of this channel, keep on doing that great work, sharing it far and wide. We really and truly appreciate it. So we had some issues that we couldn't get a chance to stream here, so we had to put over the contents over the WeMaxit channel. So now they're freed up the live stream. We decided that we're going to go ahead and do from the um, knockout stages to give you guys everything that most of you guys never came over to the Imaxit channel. Yes, we're going to try and give you recap that back and give you some additional information that maybe you have missed. So thanks very much for everyone that actually stayed loyal just the same. We really and truly appreciate it. All right, in the end, it turned out Spain became champions, to be honest. And at first, a lot of you lovely people told me that Spain and Brazil looked the best from the first day. So I got to congratulate you guys. You had a good eye. So that's why we want to detail everything. Before we get anywhere, let me make sure to shout out to our first commenter back, Joseph Brown. Thanks for being here, Joseph Brown. Hope all is well with you and your family. Then we have Dr. Gigi coming in. Massive respect, Dr. Gigi. What we're going to do, we're going to move over to the detailing sheet here. Yes, and then we get to the conversation. So as you can see here, it was a successful tournament. That's one thing we can say. I've seen enough quality footballers that I could say that ladies football is in good hands. You have some talented players throughout the entire tournament. From you look at Nigeria team, you look at USA team, you look at Mexico's team, then you go at Japan, Spain, Netherlands, you can Brazil, you can pick off 4 or 5 players off those teams that are terribly good. They can make the national teams at this point. So we definitely want to give it to you. Anyways, the front page right here on the FIFA website, the first thing that Pia says, some of these U-20 players will be in my next Brazil squad. So I've been saying this over the other channel in the knockout rounds, and this is what the Brazilian coach says, because it's very much clear that you have a good amount of quality players here. All right. Anyways, let me get over to the actual breakdown. This is how it looked at the first time, but let me job bless the marks. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. As you guys come in, please do smash the like button so the visibility can go out there. I will share it very soon so others can come. So, anyways, this is how the brackets look when we went into the quarterfinals. As you can see here, Spain went on to go up against the Mexicans. The Mexicans, what they came into this tournament with was not the most quality, I would say, because I knew a load of individuals that could have actually made this team, but they weren't selected, or maybe injuries or something. I am not sure what really stalled them from being here. But anyways, what they had came into this competition with, I saw a fight from them. I saw that they tried to attempt their consistent pressing with passing ability and some good forwards. They came into this one, and you have to commend them on the way they have actually performed, because they carried out the passing, pressing football, and it worked to a T. They went on to this stage against Spain. Spain was one of the beautiful teams, dropped in a group of Brazil, Australia, and the host, which is Costa Rica. Costa Rica started off good against no, Costa Rica lost against Australia. So Australia had 3 points after that game, finishing 3 goals to 1. And then from that, you had Spain and Brazil drew. So they were on 1 point. So anything could have happened. Anything could have happened there. And the way in which Spain and Brazil marshaled themselves through that group, it was very good. I thought that Australia got 3 from Spain there. Gabara, which you know her name, she's actually on the thumbnail because she had definitely made herself into a superstar in this tournament. Her runs something else, man. Her timing, her footballing IQ is up there. But anyways, the Mexicans really fought on very, very strong. I thought that they could have won this game and should have actually gotten a goal. To be honest, I actually believe that the Mexicans gave Spain the best fight out of all the other teams going straight to the finals. I am very. I'm going to explain to you, but let me know, guys. I thought that Spain, Mexico gave them the toughest fight out of Netherlands and Japan as well. Let me know if you agree. So Mexico hit the bar 2 times. Mexico got a penalty and was constantly treating them really bad from day one. From the start, the first whistle, they made them. The Spaniards could not rest. The others made the Spaniards dominated the game from very early. So that was the big difference. Once you let them start early, they can get into their passing mood. Once you saw Esther coming up the field, Mingueza pressing straight down the middle, it's going to unlock Salmo and Gabardo to get better space because you have to focus on them and it's going to unlock a lot of other personnels. So I want to say that Mexico actually gave Spain the best run out of all of the other teams based on my assessment. Thanks, Sose, for being here. Massive respect. All right. So after that one, Spain. In the same Mexican game, Gabardo scored, but she missed a good amount of chances as well, including a actual sitter. So that's something, but she because of her talent, she reached in positions that always made her miss chances or build or get chances or does create chances overall. Yes. So for the Netherlands game now, the running. But let me pause on the Netherlands game. For the Netherlands versus Nigeria game, that was completely different. The Netherlands versus Nigeria game, this was a weird game. I can tell you that it's the only thing Netherlands did in this game was actually put the ball in the back of the net. So I never knew how to rate them. I knew that they're coming off 2 good victories, which was Ghana and United States, but I never knew how to rate them, to be honest. And they did push it way to the end of the competition because they did play for the third and fourth position. So I still have to respect them. I think they're just a dogged team with some players that can finish, and they work to the coach's system. I don't think they are as talented as most of the other teams that really made the step up to the next round. But they still made, they utilized what they had in full, in my opinion. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure as soon as I'm talking about the games, I will actually click it here so you can see the statistics, so you can understand what I'm saying. This game played out exactly the same way as what I've actually just said. 24 shots, 11 on target. From me, and Netherlands had 5 and 3 on target. With 54% possession. Most of that possession came from at the back, and that was one of my biggest problems. Every single time, the entire 46% possession here was true possession for Nigeria, so they keep on attacking. But the problem is, I would say with the Nigerian girls, I think maybe the lack of development really shown, because when they should drop back and make like the same way as how Spain played Netherlands, give them space, let them come out, and then they can counter attack them. They never really did anything of that sort. In my opinion, they still they try to just run, close them in, and they are not as good with tight space. That's what I can blame the Nigerians for. They are not as good with tight space because what they use is speed, to get speed and the agility and the tackling ability to win back the ball. But once you don't have that space for them to run past personnels, they seems to can't get their own way. So that's why I would say, with development, the Nigerian girls can be massively better, in my opinion. Yes, I would say so. Can be massively better. They are a letdown for me, 100%. They were one of the biggest letdowns for me in the entire tournament, 100%. Well, let me know in the comment section who was your letdown basically, because I would put Nigeria as my letdown. I do believe that they had incredible amount of players to do well, but just um, never pull over because of development and all sorts of things to let them not reach to the level that they should have actually reached, in my opinion, still. So let me know what say you on that, guys. All right. Let 1 second. I was just trying to share this thing for you. All right. Guys, as I come in, please do smash the like button so we can get the visibility here. And maybe later I will be doing a next video over the WeMaxit, the iMaxit channel. All right. Brian Burke, massive respect. Thanks for being here. We are here, man, just recapping everything that actually took place from the tournament itself. All right, so that's what happened in the Nigeria game. Some of the players them that you can definitely see you would see them making a step up based off my knowledge. I would say I would say that I would say that Sabastine, I would give her a step up. I think she is a very good player. Maybe our theatrics are falling over, might be a little bit of problem. That is true. Onyene Zidi, she is one of good ability. Idoko, I would say she would be one of good ability. And I think Demihen, yeah, she made some mistakes in that Netherlands game, but I would still give her a possible chance to go other places. So Demihin might could make the step up, but I would say the three up front they can make the step up for the Nigerian team. On the flip side, Racebergen, the Netherlands team is a good team, so most of these players will have to go other places before actually making the step up. It's very tough for them to just make the step up because of the competition inside their own lands. All right, so because that is very much important. The step up inside their own land is kind of much more harder. I do believe that the Nigerian step up what would might not be that big. So that's why I could say some of these ladies could make the step up instant. All right. Also, wait, Henry, but I would pick also Racebergen, Henry. No, Racebergen, Allsweet, and Van Gaal, I would go with as the three personnel that can make the step up. Damian Bailey, bless up yourself. Thanks for being here. Omzo said, hope everyone is doing well. Yes, yes, Omzo, good. Hope all is well with you as well. Yeah. Van der Meen, she looks okay at times, but I've realized that once you put her under pressure, she tend to lack concentration, and that is something that do haunt her at times, in my opinion. Still, I would say go back to the Spain game when you know a team that has high passing ability and good pressing. They posed their ass as a problem. I thought maybe it was she actually gave the goal back to Gabardo. There, let me know. Let me know if you remember that game good. All right. So that was one of my problem there with that team. All right, and then we're gonna go back to the other additional teams here. All right. Yes. So that was the Netherlands, Nigeria. All right, Colombia, Brazil. This was a next good one because you had some good players on Colombia's team. But obviously, I thought that Colombia was just packed with defensively good players and okay goalkeeper and definitely a good front three. All right, very very good front three can go up against anyone as well. Up against Brazil. Brazil had defenders, maybe the best defenders in the tournament. I would say they are the best defenders in the tournament. Yes, and they have good midfielders, and they definitely have good forwards. But obviously, the samba football, it gives you something different. It makes you feel a little bit different when you're talking about Brazil. They play same like what you expect from all of the other Brazilian teams. Yes, very, very skilled. But sometimes it stressed you just to watch them play because sometimes they try to always go prefer skills and dribbling over actual simple football. And I thought that that's what came that's what cost them in the entire tournament, the amount of skills that they do possess. So they believe that everyone would have came here and lie down for them, and some teams stayed there and tried to play professional, and it literally helps them in the end. All right, against Brazil, because Brazil's you have a thing called the reaction timing. It's just the distance between when you touch the ball and when you're going to release the ball. And because how fast they do it, it gives your team more space, or you yourself more space. Brazil might have the fastest reaction timing because they have that amount of controlling ability, but because of that drop step after controlling every single ball, it slowed them down just the same. Literally slowed them down. So they are their own problem. So if you're from Brazil, let me know if you don't see that as in your team itself. But I do believe they were their own problems. All right. Yes, Brazil. I will go and bring up the stats for Brazil versus Colombia for you to see. Yes. Brazil started off this one first off very, very good. As you can see, they are doing their samba dance because they are. You think Jamaicans are filled with vibes? Check the Brazilians. My God, they dance for every single thing. So, anyways, in the total stats, Brazil had 20 shots, 7 on target, 52% ball possession with 307 passes, accuracy much more poorer, which is 68%. And you flip over to the Colombian team, most of these shots came in the second half. 10 shots, 4 on target, 48%. 286 passes with the passing accuracy very poor because as I've told you before, early on in this competition, that the actual midfield is non-existent. But obviously they are working with their wingers, so we never knew how truly bad their midfield was until we saw them after against a big team. And the first big team they actually got playing, got to play, turned out to be a little bit too much for them. All right, so the players them for me that can make the step up, I would say their goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is good. The goalkeeper is actually good. Yes. Calcedo, Robledo, and Salazar. Those are the four personnels. You could go at the back and say Caicedo at the back as well. She is a very strong player. You might can say that she would make the step up, but you have to check how good the Colombian team is at this moment. Let me know. All right. But those are the 4 to 5 players. The front three, 100% should be able to make the step up. The goalkeeper and Caicedo. Yes, I would put Caicedo in it. Think she was one of the best midfielders as well. All right. Yes, I will put her in it. JD, the girl on Spain that you always accost, she is tall and black. I can't remember her name. Salma. Salma is her name. Yes, she is very good. She is incredibly energetic, but it's just the fundamentals around football is her problem. Yes, but she is a very good player, naturally gifted player. You know, she does need to work on a few things, and then she can reach at the elite level. And that's the exact thing she said on the FIFA site when she said she will try and she choose football over athletics. So it showcases that she's very talented. Anyways, no, the Brazilian team. I am telling you, you have a load of players here. I know the Brazilian big team is actually good, but you have a load of talents on this Brazilian team that will rival a lot of players in the national team as well. I would go with number 4 and number 3, Dos Santos and Liel Costa. Those are two solid centre backs, and they do have height. One is way taller, and I think she's gonna make this the massive step up. Yes, Kasani, very good, very very good. With her energetic performance and going forward, she's very, very good. She scored the first one running at the back post to score that one for Brazil, which is good. And she's always looking to go forward. Obviously, sometimes she lacks concentration on the back foot, but most of the younger players them do. You can say the same thing for Spain's main fullback over the right hand side, Esther. She looked like she got caught out in the second half against Japan, just the same. So most of them, you saw their skill set to be attackers rather than defenders. You understand me? Yes. So I would still put Kasani in it, that she can go there. Two centre back, I think they're going to be in the national team and maybe be a staple in the national team. They are very good, and their height is already big as most of the biggest female players. So that's good. Bruninia, quality. She can make the step up as well. Yes, and up front, Da Silva, I would put in it, and Yaya, I would put in it as at this point for Brazil. Let me know the Brazilian players them that you would put if you saw all of them played. Who you would put in it, all right? Omza said, yeah, Brazil style been working for them for a very long time until recently. Even the men's, they changing it up as well. Oh yeah, they need to change it up as well, because you have people have learned football so much over the years. You cannot attempt to play the same football over and over the same way. You know, you have to mix up the thing a little bit more, in my opinion. But we love to see the flair and the samba. Yes, I know, but I thought that if they had never played that way and take it serious, Japan never had a chance to beat them. I am telling you, they were far better than Japan. They were far better than Japan if they wanted to take football serious. But this bunch of samba style playing, I just can't stand it. You know, I love it, but I hate it because it cost them the game. And I know that Brazil would have given Spain a much better game than Japan from the kickoff, because Brazil is designed to pose a problem. Guys, as you come in, make sure to subscribe, make sure to smash the like button, and make sure to join the conversation. It seems like the other girls, them can't stop her. Yes, her physical size. She is like a bunny shaw with all the athletic ability. As you can see, this is her right here. See, I chose football over athletics because it's my life. All right, I'm going to click it just to show you right here so you can see her yourself. All right, Salma, she's a very good player, man. Very strong player. She had two in the Spain game that brought them over the line. But I can tell you, she missed the most chances. She missed the most chances in the entire competition. She could have literally been on 10, 15 goals, the amount of chances she got, because her natural presence. Yes, so she's someone to look out for. I think she's going to make the Spain team. She's going to make the Spain national team. I do believe so. She look like she have the whole the entire package to do so and give them the extra edge. Because when we saw the Spain national team played in the played England in the Euros, if she was literally one of the personnels in it with her size, she could have caused all sorts of problem. As 20 years old, she is very good. So look out for her. I think she's going to be a very good personnel. I agree. Japan isn't even the same level as them. Yes, that's my problem. Samba is their culture. You can't say that, JD. All right. What I'm trying to say is, when they do put the ball on the floor, it looks like they're a complete different team from what they naturally do, like the natural start and stop football. It just not work in football. It goes to analytics now, and Brazil still be in manual mode with all sorts of skill set. That's what I'm trying to say to you. All right, yes, no problem. All right, so anyways, no, Japan from the France game, Japan was actually on the edge. Remember when I did the pre-match, I've said I don't think Japan will beat France so easy. I'm actually picking this game to be the upset out of all the games. You get me? And look how it turns out. It turned out 3-3 and 5-3 on aggregate. And I can tell you, if you watch the game, you would have said that maybe the referee kind of granted Japan that call to even make them get back into the game to get it to the penalties in the first place. You understand me? So it's good that they have reached there, because I love how their unity is. They come together, try their best, and it worked. It worked for them. So I want to say I do still congratulate them, but I still have to ask the tough questions if they are the package that you truly want or not. You understand me? I still have to ask those tough questions. Yes. I really like her, but I feel she keep the ball too much. Okay, all right. Fear is fear. So this was the first game that Japan played, which was against France. As you can see, 10 shots for Japan, 3 on target. They had 59% of the possession. France had true possession 41%, 22 shots, 12 on target. All right, so France really showcased that they wanted to make it to the next round, but definitely it was tough for them. All right, yes. And then after that, they crept to the next round, feeling confident, and then they go up against the Brazilians. And I can tell you, it was the same thing yet again against Brazil. It was the same thing. So every single game, it was the same thing for Japan. Every single game from that side, Japan was the current champions coming into this tournament. You get me? And they showcase what they do have and do always use. If you don't come with your best game, or you're playing around, they are going to win the game against you. You get me? They just came up against a Spain team that weren't playing around. All right. So Japan, in this game, they had 57% possession. The first 25, 30 minutes of this game, Japan was dominant. The next 45 minutes, Japan dropped off completely, and Brazil got back into the game. The next 35 of the next 45 minutes, Brazil dominated the game. Should have easily well be 3-4-1 up, but missing chances over and over, and playing too passive in this game really cost them. As you can see, they had 19 shots, 6 on target, compared with a 9 for Japan, 4 on target. But Japan got the 2 goals that they needed. I truly believe that I would say Souza was one of the problems inside the midfield. She weren't letting go the ball fast enough, and she was too slow on the ball. And she actually gave up one of the goals, and based off the movements, she was a bit slower than what's expected. You have to be much more on point here. All right. Yes. So that's what cost the Brazilians their spot, to be honest. Yeah, that's what's cost them their spot. Lackadaisical on the ball and stuff. You get me? Definitely cost them. All right. So you went up to the third and fourth after that. All right. The third and fourth. Netherlands versus Brazil. I did tip 3-1 and 3-1. And Brazil got the fourth goal because Netherlands had to come forward. So both of my predictions was spot on the night. Van Gaal got a good goal for Netherlands, but this was dominated by Brazil. Dominated by Brazil. I don't think Netherlands really had a chance. Netherlands might had a chance when they scored a goal, and for the next 10 minutes or so, they were having more possession of the ball, but Brazil was still countering them. I think Brazil was very much comfortable with the Netherlands style of sitting back. They really exploit the F out of it, believe me. All right, 4 goals came. Ana Clara, which is Kasani, came from the back post, as I told you before. The Lima scored from the penalty spot. No, she missed first on the penalty spot. Then she scored a bicycle goal, or a half bicycle goal, and then she scored back from the penalty spot. And then Fernandez came in the 89th minute to actually take the game completely from the Netherlands. But it was a dominant performance, and this showed you that how poor Brazil is with their mentality. That's why they never won the entire thing, in my opinion. All right, Brazil had 16 shots, 6 on target. Netherlands have 12 shots, 3 on target. 59% possession for the Netherlands, 41% for Brazil. But as I said, for Brazil, it's all through true positions. So they are not holding on to the ball. They are just going straight forward. As I've always said, they only go straight forward to the ball. They are not going to hold it up. I think the Netherlands, Van der Meen, and those girls, they're maybe 95% of the position that came to the Netherlands went through her. She held up the ball for the entire time. And then now for the finals, all right, the finals when Japan came up against Spain. I've said that Spain had everything. Defensive line, keeper, midfield, forwards. They had everything, and they had speed with pressing ability and the passing ability. So they have almost everything in world football. Almost everything in world football. Gabardo scored one, and Salma scored the next two. One came from the penalty spot, and one was a very good turn and a pressure on there. Gabardo, she scores exactly what you expect her to score. Run between the defenders and use our IQ to stay on side and our finishing ability to get it in the back of the net. Very, very good. 3-0 up before half time and looked like they were going to give them six or something. They got chances of the chances of the chances. Congratulate the Japanese team to fight back very much. They did fight back. I would have to give them that for the second half. But if you're leading three, it's very hard for you to stay in the same hunger mode, and that was one of the biggest problems I thought for these Spaniards. They weren't hungry enough after the three. Is when Japan scored. They started to say, okay, let me change up a few things because Esther looks like she's getting tired because they started off with a three at the back, then they switched it to a four. As you can see, Esther and Medina went back to full backs. Medina was one of the centre backs then, but she had the ability to go forward because Mingueza is definitely one of the best defensive centrals in the entire tournament. And Esther, is one of the best players in the entire tournament. That's why I'm surprised that Amano got the best player of the tournament. She it might seems fair, but I do believe that he had a lot more players better than Amano to get the player of the tournament, in my opinion. Even if you have to give it back to Gabara, I would give it to her. You get me? Salinas, I thought that Salinas was very, very good in every single game she played. She is a problem. Martinez Salinas, problem. She is seriously good. All right? Yes, man. So who you think should have actually gotten the golden boot? No, the best player in the competition. Sorry about that. The best player in the competition. They gave it to Amano here. Who you thought should have actually gotten it? For me, I would go with because you have to look at the game changers. I thought that Gabara was a game changer, but the problem is she don't create goals for herself always. Obviously, she scored some ridiculous goals to get the golden boot, but she's not the sole source of our goals, and that's why I would kind of, kind of ask if you thought that she deserved the best player. You have to let me know. What say you guys on that? But I had a load of players that I could have actually given it to, as I've said. I even think that Esther, I think they don't rank the fullbacks them so highly. But Esther, Bruninia, those girls contributed. Mingueza contributed a lot towards their team's success. So I truly believe that it could have been one of the personnel them on the winning team got the actual best player of the tournament. All right. Yes, but clearly the people they're busy. All right. So as I've said, I just tried my best to recap everything. What we're going to be doing next, we're going to bring the second leg of the Nigeria versus Ghana on this channel. We had to do most of them on the Imaxit channel. Because we never had anywhere else to get them done. So if you're rewatching this video, you just go over to the Imaxit. The link is in the description. Definitely subscribe over there. As we said, we have two different ways to come to deal with both channels. So you won't, both of them ain't the same. So if you like what we do, you can subscribe to both nonetheless. All right. Yes. All right. As you can see, your golden ball went to Amano here. Golden boot went to Gabara here, which is 8 goals for her. Silva went to, so the golden ball Silva went to Gabaro and Tarsin from Brazil, which she could have had actually won the entire competition. She scored 3 goals and she's actual centre back. You understand me? So I don't know. Yamamoto had 3 goals and 3 assists, and Amano had 4 goals. So I don't know what is the rule for them to get the actual golden ball as the best player. Yes, I am not. I just believe that they kind of liked Japan a little bit more than anyone else. I'm not sure about that, Sean Bass. I'm not sure still, but that's just my take on it. So, guys, we have dropped it just over 30 over 34 minutes. Thanks yet again for all of you guys time. Massive respect. If you just came in, please do smash that like button. Get us up to 25 30 likes on the video. Share the video around so at least people can get to see it, and join me over the Imaxit Football channel later. We will be working on some stuff to come out with. All right, so make sure to subscribe. All right, yes, CN Bowen, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Sean Bass, Diane, all of the guys in that checked in. Omzo, Bailey, thanks for being here. All right, massive respect, and see you in the next one. Peace out.